Continuing with the Need for Speed franchise, I just recently spent hours playing this vibrant, visual, stunning game, which feels like a combination of Forza Horizon and Need for Speed Rivals for some reason. While it doesn't follow the same story as Payback, the gameplay mechanics are similar and have been expanded. Taking inspiration from previous games, police chases are no longer linear. In fact, they've been significantly increased and are more involved in the story. This makes the game more challenging as the police become more aggressive. This game is set in the fictional city of Palm City. For me, the name sounds familiar. At first I thought it was the same city that they used in Need for Speed Carbon, but that was Palmont City and this is Palm City. Name almost sounds familiar, but anyway, this city is a fictional city based in Miami that is much more vibrant and striking with neon accents during the night. Compared to the visual graphics in Payback, those games paid more attention to detail in this game, making it visually impressive. The day and night cycle play a pivotal role in the gameplay, separating the different race events. During the day, you do normal races to earn money. At night, you race to gain reputation and get noticed. The new features give players a lot of freedom to do things their way. And for me, this was the true highlight of the game. EA revived the franchise with this entry on its street racing identity that the series was once known for. Ghost Games delivered a classic return to form for street racing genre despite its flaws. The game was a strong addition to the Need for Speed series and was well received by both fans and critics. With the recent release of Need for Speed Unbound, is this game still worth playing in 2024? I believe it is, and in this video you will find out why. The game's vibrant open world, intense races, and customization options evoke a sense of familiarity and excitement. The attention to detail in the cars is incredible. When the car gets damaged, it reflects on its appearance, and you can see it as you drive. Even the scrapes and scratches are highly visible. In the rain, the cars get wet and you can see the raindrops dripping, and it rains a lot in this game, which looks incredibly realistic. I often found myself mesmerized by the realism after a race, watching the raindrops fall from the car. The daytime environment is vibrant and familiar, reminiscent of Need for Speed Rivals. It's clear that the developers took inspiration from that game, which was well received by players. The roads are detailed, even at high speeds, and the rain adds a finishing touch. The draw distance is impressive, even though it's not noticeable at high speeds. Despite the frequent rain, the sun plays a role, shining on the soaked street and reflecting off the cars and environment. The details are mesmerizing and draw your attention. The nightlife in Palm City is equally impressive. The shining streets and reflective neon lights create a true illegal street racing atmosphere. The light stripes on the road guide you, and the neon borders act as checkpoints. This separates the night cities from the daylight festival races, making them unique compared to other games in the series. While the graphics are beautiful, there is a trade-off in frame rate. I played on PS5 and it seems to be capped at 60 frames per second. However, the game still looks fantastic, and 60 frames is significant improvement over Need for Speed Rivals, which was capped at 30 frames per second on all platforms. I love the new loading screens that appear when starting a race or leaving the safe house. They feel inspired by Forza Horizon for some reason, and the light stage and different camera angles showcasing your car, like they just look super unique. These loading screens are nice, like they're a very nice touch as they highlight the scrapes and scratches on your car. You can definitely tell the damage that you did to your car when you see it in this loading screen. The reflections making them stand out from the typical like black loading screen. The music that continues to play during the loading adds the immersive experience, doesn't disrupt the pacing of the game. It's clear that EA paid close attention to their competitors and what players find appealing. They've incorporated elements from other successful racing games while maintaining the core Need for Speed experience. The most noticeable improvement from Payback is the car handling. In Payback, the game felt like a never-ending arcade racer. Heat brings the player back to the core of street racing aesthetic. The car's speeds on the road is much more noticeable in this game, and the distorted blur in the environment creates a real adrenaline rush. Customization isn't just for cars, but also for player character model. From clothing to hairstyle, Heat gives you freedom to express yourself. You can choose from different models and focus on what you have, which can save a whole lot of time on character appearance. Another added element is the engine swapping mode, letting you swap engines to maximize your car's potential, and this increase the replay value of this game because you can come back at any time and just swap any engine of your car just to maximize your level. Even the game encourages this in the end. The rain-soaked streets look awesome and highly detailed. However, when the road is really wet, you definitely feel like your vehicle reacts differently. The car slides heavily in corners, making it challenging if you don't know how to control it. This adds realism and makes you think like a street racer. The game offers different types of car customizations for different race events, requiring specific parts to handle well. I found this to be a bit of a flaw, as it was challenging to go and tune your car for a specific race and then come back and tune it again for another specific race, especially if you have that one car that you really love and that is really fast. You will spend your time tuning it and just upgrading its parts. Although this gives freedom to work with any car that you want, but having one vehicle for each race event would be nice and would be very convenient for players, so you can go to each race and just choose a car, because they do actually give you an option to choose a different car when you arrive at a race event. Cops are not your friends in this game, especially at night. While they can chase you during the day, it's not advisable as you don't gain anything at all. Nighttime chases are different because you gain a reputation. The nighttime chases are challenging and the cops are relentless in their pursuits. I love the banter during the chases when you hear the cops saying stuff on the radio, hearing them talk about their cars being slow and you being the one that got away when you actually, find yourself escaping from the cops.
Reinforcements incoming. Let's rumble.
It's just funny. It makes it more engaging and fun, bro. They removed the slow motion feature from Payback, which was a good decision. The car damage meter adds excitement and tension during cop chases as well. You can repair your car at gas stations, but you have a limited number of repairs at night. During the day, you can repair as many times as you want, but the real challenge is at night. There are many moments where I pray the cops would go away so I can go back to the garage and bang my rep points to level up. Even if you have a whole lot of rep points, getting caught by the cops can lose you a lot of rep points in one night that you've gained. You can lose all your rep points that you gained during that night. The intense cop chases set this game apart from its predecessor, and I can definitely see why this game was called Need for Speed Heat. They meant the cop chases. That's what they meant for with heat. That just signifies what the cops bring in this game. They bring the heat. It felt like the old Need for Speed Most Wanted, and I'm not talking about the 2012 version. That game is trash, bro.
That was horrible. It was horrible. It was trash.
In conclusion, the gameplay mechanics of Need for Speed Heat are a true testament to the return to form on the street racing. The game's fast-paced aesthetic are engaging, putting you in your character's shoes as you speed by checkpoints and neon lights while being chased by relentless cops. I love Need for Speed Heat in so many ways. Overall, the game looks fantastic and amazing. The street racing and the cop chases are a return to form for the franchise. The game's visual aesthetic are impressive, with the detailed environments bringing a sense of realism and a great overall feel. I didn't include a story section in this video because there's not much to say about the story. It's weak. The plot is not solid at all. The cutscenes are very much forgettable. The story heavily focuses on these three characters, Anna, Lucas, and your player character, who are trying to expose the corruption among cops involved in street racing. These characters weren't charming and were very forgettable. Even though Payback felt linear, the characters were charismatic and had a certain charm to help follow the story. So I think Payback actually did extremely well, in the story points. But you can definitely tell that developers didn't focus too much on the story, as there are many side missions and activities across the map to keep you busy besides the story missions. One thing that drove me crazy was the cliffhanger ending. Now, a spoiler warning for those who haven't played the game. Feel free to skip ahead to this time, I'm just gonna put the time code in the video so you can skip ahead, right? And for those who have played it, let me just continue. The final scene features the classic legendary BMW M3, a nice touch that shows EA pays attention to their fans, man. I went crazy when I saw Lieutenant Mercer driving away with this car. It was super amazing and it made me stand up with disbelief witnessing this amazing legendary car. All nostalgic fans of the series know that this legendary car from Need for Speed Most Wanted was a highlight of the series since then, and it still is till today, bro. I can see people modding Need for Speed games and putting that car in, or trying to, I don't know, there's a whole lot of stuff. You go online and you search BMW M3, I'm sure this car comes up every single time. So it was great, it was great that they included it in this game. The Need for Speed Heat offers a nostalgic experience for fans of the series, capturing the spirit of the classic Need for Speed games while also introducing modern elements. Story was bad, but at least the game made up for it, and that scene alone made up the whole game, bro. And that's it for my video on Need for Speed Heat. I recently did another review on Need for Speed Payback, which you can go and check out. But wait, before you start searching for that video, wait until the end videos, because I have included it there. While you wait, did you click that subscribe button? If not, what are you waiting for? And don't forget the like button while you're at it. Got it? Good.
I will see you when I see you.